Hello everyone, in this video we'll see how you can use the SDK Magic Tool to prepare and export the rules from Excel to Primavera. This will be the video number 21 in this group of videos, and we will use the SQLite database in this video. You can also use Oracle database or SQL Server when you select any of them. From the main menu, select Dictionary, and from the Import menu, select Rules to import the rules in the current database. As you see, we have no rules in this database, but we have imported the table format that we should fill in to export the rules to Primavera. Let us go to Primavera to check the same results. From Enterprise, open Rules. As you see from the filter of all rules, we have no rules in this database. Let us prepare some rules and export them to the database. In order to save time, let us import these rules from another database. Let us change to another database and import the rules from this option. As you see, we have these rules, about 50 rules in this database. And in order to export these rules to another database, we should remove these numbers, because these numbers in the database will be set by the SDK Magic Tool. And for your information only, at least we need the rule name and the rule ID. You will use the rule ID to draw this diagram, and we have learned how you draw this diagram. The simple view for this diagram looks like a list. You can use only one column, and in this column you can fill in all of these rules. If you would like to make your rules as a diagram, you should draw this diagram by using the rules IDs. Let us remove unnecessary data, and you can also remove all of this data, and then you can fill this data later with the information that will suit your projects. For the start date, let us put this date, and let us paste this date in all of these rules. Now we are ready to export these rules to our database. Don't forget to change to your database to your new database. This is our database, and let us export these rules. As you see, it's very simple, very fast and accurate. Now we have these rules in our database. Let us import them. As you see, we have the same number of rules, about 50 rules, and with the same diagram, and all of columns have been filled in by the SDK Magic Tool with the same dates. Let us go to Primavera to check for these updates. From File, refresh data, and from Enterprise, open rules. As you see, we have now the same number of rules with the same view. We can modify any of these rules and export these results to Primavera. For example, in order to know how much it is flexible when you use the SDK Magic Tool, let us change, for example, the first 5 rules, or the first 10 rules from 1 to 10, and let the price 100, and let us change these prices. Now we can export this to Primavera, export these updates. We have these updates now in Primavera. Let us import these new updates. As you see, we have now this data in the database. Let us go to Primavera, refresh data from enterprise open rules, and for the first rule we have now for the units and prices. As you see, for the first one we have 108 units. For the second we have 16 units and 101, the same values that we have entered in Excel. For the rule number 3, 24 and 102, and so on. 103, 32. We have 8 units by day, and the units that we have used in Excel was in days. For 1 day we have 8 units, for 2 days we have 16 units, and for 3 days we have 24 units, and so on, according to your settings in Primavera. You can also delete any of these rules. Let us, for example, keep until this the rule number 26, and we will remove all of these rules. In order to learn how you can use the SDK Magic Tool, we will remove all of these rules, and we will keep only 26 rules. Export these updates. Now these updates in Primavera, get rules. We have only 26. Let us go to Primavera to check these updates. Refresh data, and from enterprise open rules, as you see, we have now only 26 in Primavera. This was how to prepare, modify and export the rules from Excel to Primavera by using the SDK Magic Tool, and you have seen how much it's flexible when you use the SDK Magic Tool in update or modify these rules in Excel and export them again to Primavera. Thank you and goodbye.